Okay, guys. So today we're doing a build video. I'm calling it the Wolf Spider Killer build. Don't really have a name for it, but it is what it is. So I've been kind of playing the game for a little while, and I've never killed a wolf spider. Never played Grounded 1, other than like I guess I had like 2 hours in it or something. Not much. Started playing Grounded 2, and I've progressed my other single player game to the point to where we're doing okay, but we never got this far yet. But anyways, so yeah, I decided to play with the builds a little bit in a different single player game. And this one's the wolf spider killer, and I'm going to show you what it is consisted of. Okay, guys. So before we get into this build, if you could do me a big favor, do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe to the video, or leave a comment, or share it with your buddies. That would be really helpful. Okay, guys. So in this build, we have obviously all Ladybug armor. It's just something that I decided to try. We got the helmet, the body, and the legs. We have them all upgraded to tier 3. And then we have a sword, Mosquito needle. It's upgraded to tier 3 too. And the Ladybug shield, which is just the shield. And then the Blistering Boiler. So the tier 3 set of Ladybug armor actually gives you a lot of stamina back because of the way it is built. And so what it actually does is the 3-piece set gives you bargain block, which blocks attacks, drain less stamina, which is huge. Another thing it also does is the gear set bonus, which is Scarlet Embrace. Every time you make a decent block, it restores health slightly, which is huge. Then we're using the heavy shield, which it fully blocks damage, doesn't drain as much stamina. It's another stamina thing. Then we also got the melee attacks generate more threat through the fighter armor. Okay, and then the sword itself is the Mosquito needle, and it has Lifesteal. Every time you do a little bit of damage with the sword, it sucks some of the health back to you. So you get a percentage of health per damage you do on whatever you're damaging, which is huge, huge, huge. Okay, guys, another thing we're also using is we're using this Trinket Blistering Boiler. This is a really big part of the build, too. It's a little harder to get a hold of because you got to kill the Bombardier beetles and hope that it drops. So once you get this build kind of built and you don't have this, you could use the acid gland for right now and just keep killing the Bombardier beetles until you finally get this thing to drop. And it will drop eventually. But what this thing does is, against wolf spiders, it does a little bit of spicy sizzle damage. And that's huge. I mean, that's the only thing a wolf spider takes damage from, as far as like the environmental things, is sizzle damage, and this thing will give it to him. So it's just like a little extra damage.
Now that's fresh
To do that's trickle damage, basically. So, and then for mutations, we did Blademaster. Attacks lower damage, inflicted by animals. It's just Blademaster mutation. I got Ambush. Deals critical hit against the creature in your first wave, and I have to.
We could bottle that up and make a killing.
Quick drink real quick. Anyways, yeah, so Ambush. If you can get that first attack in without them knowing it, it gives you a big chunk of damage. I'm also running Venom Reduction, which is a bonus from, I cannot say that, Mithridatism, which is basically just Venom Reduction. Also have Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger doesn't really do us any good because we're not using daggers. And then Swordmaster. And I have them all. Swordmaster is all the way up to level 3. Ambush, which is the ambush, is the one that you really want. And it's up to level 3. And then for the Mithridatism, I only have that on level 1, Venom Reduction. Once I get that up to level 3, it'll make it like super better. But for right now, level 1 actually does work. So you don't really have to worry about that too much. Now, I think the hardest part of getting this build together in an early in the game, because this is kind of an early game build. As soon as you unlock the Ladybug armor, you can make it. And then I think all you have to do is kill a mosquito to get the mosquito needle. If I remember right. I don't know if it tells. Does it say? I know it's in the workbench. I think that's all you got to do though. Is you got to kill one mosquito to. I'm almost positive to unlock the mosquito needle, and it's the same thing with the Ladybug armor. You got to kill a Ladybug. You got to get the head and body parts, which you might have to actually kill more than one to get the head, and it'll unlock the Ladybug armor. Once you get those two things unlocked, you're set. You know, you can put the set together, and then you can go start killing wolf spiders. Okay, so, guys, yeah, I looked it up like really quick too also. And the mosquito needle is just unlocked by killing a mosquito and getting the couple parts you need from it. Which, by the way, if you're killing a mosquito, you need the head part, and then you need the red like body part. And the way to do that is, if you find one that's red, you just kill it and you get them both. If you find one that is not red, some mosquitoes, when you look at them, they won't be red. But if it hits you a couple of times, it'll turn red because it sucks some of your blood. Then if you kill it, you'll get both pieces. If you kill one that doesn't turn red, then you're only going to get the head piece. At least that's how it's been for me. So that's an easy way to get both pieces. Just make sure it hits you a couple times, you know, and then you can get both pieces you need. And then for the Ladybug armor, which it's really easy to get that really early in stage. In fact, I'm going to show. I'll show you here in a second how to do that. But it's super simple to get. Okay, guys. So the easiest way to actually get one of these Ladybugs, to get a bunch of them fairly quickly, is just run up to it, jump up on top of it, and just start getting it with the spear. I don't know if this is a glitch right now, but you can just. This is how you get a Ladybug armor, like really early. Stamina's out. Every once in a while you gotta back up. That's it. You can do that to as many Ladybugs as you need. And that is a really easy way to get Ladybug parts. So anyways, yeah, let's go see if we can't find a couple of wolf spiders and some other big things and see how it does. Okay, let's actually try this build out on a scorpion. I think there's one up here somewhere. Yep, it's right ahead of us. So we're going to try this build out on a scorpion, which is probably down here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Okay. Okay, so, oh, it's not a big one. Oh, yeah, it is. So this build actually does quite a bit of damage. Now you gotta run. Ah. Takes care of these guys fairly quickly. Okay guys, let's see if we can take on a wolf spider with this armor set. I think that if If I can get the blocking right, I'll be okay. If we can find him. There he is. And he's sleeping, so we're going to get the first hit on him too. There we go. Okay.
We good?
Oh, you were killing Mike.
We good.
You were killing Mike while I was doing that.
We good.
So we could definitely take a wolf spider on with this guy, with this build. It's a wolf spider killing build. That actually went fairly fast.
Science!
Give me that pink goo.
Cool. Okay, that's another one done. Stuck on all these grasses. God, come on.
Pink goo.
Cool. Okay, guys, here's an example of a mosquito that is not red. You go up to it, it's not red at all. You don't see any red on it, but if you hit it, we let it hit us. Come on. He's got to hit us a couple times and he'll turn red. There he is. See? Now he's red. Now you can take him out. And you get both parts. Mosquito sac and mosquito beak. Okay, guys. So, one last thing I want to try to do is...
Oh, snap! Another one down!
is take on a Mantis. And there's one right out there in front of us. So let's go see if we can't take it out. We're going to get help from the buggy again, which that's kind of a pretty important part too here. We'll see if he comes down from the tree. Might actually have to shoot him. Okay. And our buggy's always in the way. got him. Actually, I think the ant actually got the last kill on him. But it kind of is what it is. So yeah, he's kind of a Mantis build killer too. So that's really, really cool. I'm really happy with this build. Also, guys, I just wanted to let everybody know that the playthrough that I'm doing right now, I'm recording it on another single player playthrough. And this here single player playthrough, which I'm playing through for fun, they're both set to medium. They're not both set to like the lowest setting, so everything's a little easier. They're set to medium because that's where the game, that's what the game started out as when I loaded it for the very first time. It was set to medium, so I left it there. I figured first playthrough through, we'll just leave it on medium and we'll play it like that. So it's not set on the super hard, it's not set on the super easy, it's just medium settings. So just so everybody knows, that way you have an idea, you know, how this build's going to work and where it's going to work. In easy settings, it might work better, and in hard settings, it might take a little more work. But yeah, this is a medium setting game. And also, I talked earlier in the video about upgrading the armor to tier 3. I did that with the marble and the quartz, and the reason I got it to upgrade so easily is because as you're playing through the game a little bit, the marble and the quartz, you just come across it when you're running around exploring the world, doing this, doing that, and you harvest it. You just, whenever you see it, harvest it. Marble and quartz does not drop out of your inventory when you die, so you don't have to worry about losing it. At least it doesn't in single player. Maybe it does on servers, I don't know, but in single player it doesn't drop from your inventory. I've just been harvesting it, bringing it back, putting it in a box. If I die, you know, I go get my bag, bring it back, put it in the box. It doesn't fall out of your inventory though. It doesn't fall out, it actually doesn't even fall into the backpack when you do die, so I shouldn't have actually said that. It's always in your inventory. Whether that's a glitch or not, I'm not sure, but that's the way it is, so for now anyways. So anyways, yeah, that's another thing. Just pick up all that quartz, all that marble when you see it. Harvest it up, bring it home, and then when you do get to where you can upgrade your armor, you already have it. You don't have to go looking for it. A couple little notes though on the video. There are some foods that you can also use that will help with this build. One of the meals, it's the mite loaf. That's the only thing that I have been using. Or is it though? It's the other one. You know what? Let's check really quick. So with the meals, probably the only one I use more than anything, and only because I can make it, is I use the mite loaf. So when I went out most of those fights, I did have the mite loaf running, and all it does is give you health regen, gives you the well-fed bonus, and a little bit of stamina, I think, too. Extra stamina regen. And that's what I've been using. But another thing that you could be using is, and I keep it on my hotbar in case things sort of go wrong for the spider fight, is Scorpidote, which it actually clears some of your poison and actually heals you. And then another one is it Lady in Red? Yeah, Lady in Red, and it's got max health and heals. And before I go into a fight, sometimes I'll take the Liquid Rage, and it ups your attack damage and heals you too. But yeah, other than that, I keep these on the hotbar because they're just a good way to give you some stamina and heal you at the same time. And I actually don't even have them on my hotbar right now. But yeah, I didn't use any of those during any of those fights except for the meal. I did have the meal going, so this thing's capable of doing it without it. But you know, if you want a little more advantage, go ahead and use it. The Liquid Rage actually helps your melee up your damage quite a bit, so that's a plus too. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's about it. I think this ended up being a pretty good build. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we are going to end it here. If you guys ended up liking the video, do me a big favor. Like, share, and subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me over on Twitch. Leave a comment. That really helps a lot. Or share it with your buddies so they get to see the video too, and it helps me out a lot too. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys like the build. Catch you later.